Welcome to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy. Today, we're going to get into the previous series between the Yankees and the Cardinals over the weekend, and then we will discuss the first two games of the Orioles and Yankees series that started on Monday. And then I am going to give you some stats around the league according to Luis Arraez and his chase for 400 on the season. And then we're going to go over the home run derby participants so far. So let's get right into it. First game on Friday got rained out, so they played a doubleheader on Saturday. Goldie started off with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the third. Alex Burleson hit an RBI single to make it 4-0. Paul DeYoung with an RBI single to make it 5-0. And then in the bottom of the fourth, Nolan Gorman hit a 2-run home run to make it 7-0. In the bottom of the fifth, Tommy Edman got an RBI single to make it 8-0. Andrew Kneiser, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, in an RBI double to make it 10-0. And then Goldschmidt came up with a sac fly to make it 11-0. The Yankees finally get on the board in the top of the seventh inning with an RBI single from Oswaldo Cabrera. And then in the top of the ninth, DJ LeMahieu has a fielder's choice, and a run came in on that to make it 11-2. And Jake Bauers hit a 2-run home run in the top of the ninth to make it a little more respectable. Final score 11-4. Jack Flaherty got the win for the Cardinals, making his record 5-5 with a 4.60 ERA in the season. And Luis Severino continues to struggle. I don't know what's going on with him. It's hard to watch him just consistently get shellacked all over the field, smacked, shellacked, whatever you want to call him, shelled, like you want to call him Shelly. Like it's crazy the way that he's been playing so far. It's not up to the Severino standards nor the Yankee standards. So that's that. He has a 1-3 record with a 6.30 ERA. And game two on the day, the scoring was started in the top of the first inning by Harrison Bader with a sac fly. And then Lars Nootbaar tied it up in the bottom of the first inning with a home run. In the top of the second inning, Anthony Volpe hit an RBI triple to make it 2-1. DJ LeMahieu hit a sac fly after that to make it 3-1 to bring in Volpe. And in the bottom of the third, Jordan Walker got an RBI double to make it 3-2. And in the top of the ninth, Jose Trevino playing a little small ball. I loved it. He laid down a bunt, sac bunt, bringing in the run to make it 4-2. And then Glaber followed him with a 2 RBI single to make it 6-2, which was the final score in the Yankees' favor. Michael King got the win, making his record 2-4 with a 2.84 ERA. And Matthew Liberatore, he got the loss, making his record 1-3 on the season with a 5.68 ERA. And in the rubber game, it was Montgomery versus Cole. So that was fun. Since Montgomery was on the staff last year, he kind of knows all these hitters. And he showed it. In the bottom of the fourth inning, Jordan Walker started the scoring off with an RBI single to make it 1-0. And Andrew Kneiser with an RBI single to make it 2-0. And then in the top of the 7th inning, Jake Bauers got the Yankees on the board with an RBI double to make it 2-1. In the bottom of the 7th, Brendan Donovan hit a 2-run home run to make it 4-1. And then in the bottom of the 8th, there was a situation where runners were stealing. The batter struck out. We tried to do a double play. Kyle Higashioka threw the ball away. A run scored on that to make it 5-1, which was the final score of the day. Montgomery got the win, making his record 6-7 on the season with a 3.28 ERA. Garrett Cole got the loss, giving him a record of 8-2 on the season and a 2.79 ERA. That's a series lost. We can't be losing series like that. First game by Severino was a terrible performance, and then the Yankees offense was stagnant in that third game. So we need to pick it up. And then going into the series that started on Monday against the Orioles, Cedric Mullins got the scoring started with a RBI single to make it 1-0. Adley Rutschman hit an RBI double to go up 2-0. Ryan O'Hearn with an RBI single to go up 3-0. And then in the bottom of the 5th, Anthony Volpe hits a home run to make it 3-1. And the very next batter, Kyle Higashioka, also hits a home run. They go back-to-back, making it 3-2. And then in the bottom of the 7th, Anthony Volpe was on third base, and there was a wild pitch by Cano on the Orioles. He ended up scoring, tying the game. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Harrison Bader comes up clutch with runners on first and second, and he hits an absolute bomb on a curveball that did not curve. Man, he did not miss that pitch. And then the Yankees win 6-3. Tommy Canley got his first win of the season, continuing to keep his ERA at 0.0 on the season. Cano got his first loss of the year, given with a 1.32 ERA, and Clay Holmes was able to secure his 10th save of the season with a 2.36 ERA. And then game 2, which was today, July 4th. Happy 4th, everybody. That's why I got my American jersey on, you know. This is a Yankee jersey for those who want to try to get crazy. This is a BP jersey from the Yankees from the All-Star game in 2010. All right, my boy CC Sabathia. So Gleyber Torres starts off the scoring with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 1st. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa goes up and gets a sac fly to give us a 3-0 lead. Aaron Hicks hits a home run against the Yankees in Yankee Stadium to make the score 3-1. And Adam Frazier, 2 batters later, hits a 2-run home run. And then in the bottom of the 5th, Giancarlo Stanton was able to get an RBI single to make it 4-3. And then Jose Trevino hit a home run, making it 5-3. Harrison Bader continues to stay clutch with a 2-run double to make it 7-3. Rizzo reached on an error by one of the middle infielders. He hit a ground ball, and they tried to turn double play. And on the return throw to first, it was a little wide. A run scored on that, so make it 8-3. And then James McCann hit an RBI ground ball with a runner on third with less than 1 out to make it 8-4, which was the final score in the Yankees' favor. Clark Schmidt got his 4th win of the season, making him 4-6 with a 4.43 ERA. And Kyle Gibson got his record to 8-6, being the losing pitcher of the game with a 4.73 ERA. There's 2 more games in the series. Hopefully the Yankees can take one to take the series. This is huge with the Orioles just above us in the standings. This series means a lot, especially going into the All-Star break. So I'm really excited to see how they do these next couple games. A bit of a bright spot, the kid Anthony Volpe. A lot of people, including me, were on him about his execution, and man, he has turned up these last 7 games. He is batting .407 with a .429 OBP, 1 home run in the last 7 games, which is insane. You know, he's on a 7-game hit streak. He was on a 7-game hit streak. It came to an end today. He went 0 for 4, but he continues to take strides in the right direction. So I am, again, Volpe, always in your corner, man. You just need that motivation from BWT. You know, when we call people out on this show, they just go out and do crazy things. You know, I called out Herman a couple weeks ago. He comes out and throws a perfect game. You have been on an absolute tear these last 7 games. Continue to just rake, buddy, because the Yankees need you. For the home run derby, right now we have 6 participants. Adley Rutschman from the Orioles, Pete Alonso, a 2-time winner, trying to go for his 3rd from the Mets, Randy Arozarena from the Rays, Mookie Betts from the Dodgers, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Blue Jays, and Julio Rodriguez, a hometown kid from the Mariners. I'm pretty sure there's going to be 2 more announced before the Derby on Monday. I saw that Elly De La Cruz was invited, but he declined because he is more focused on his team's success for the remainder of the season. And sometimes being in the home run derby, it affects your swing. So I can speak for Judge when he won it. After it was in Miami, he was going crazy in the home run derby, and then came back, and it took him a little bit to figure it back out. So I mean, Elly would have been great. It would have been great to see that guy. He's so exciting to watch. If you have not watched a Reds game, man, tune in, because they are a fun group to watch. They are gritty. They battle for all 27 outs. They're really fun team to watch. But if I had to choose between these 6, I would have to go with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to win the entire thing. Even though you guys know how I feel about him, right? This is just a competition of straight power, and him and Pete Alonso probably have the most power in this derby. I'm not saying that the rest of the guys are weak hitters. I'm just saying that Vladdy and Pete are at the top of the game right now. So that's that. Let me know who you guys have in the home run derby winning. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Luis Arraez. He is on a quest for batting 400 right now. The record is held by Ted Williams. So a little bit of a comparison between 87 games in Ted Williams' season where he hit 400, and this year for Luis Arraez. Luis Arraez has 120 hits with 310 at-bats for an average of 387 in 87 games. And Ted Williams had 97 hits in 245 at bats with an average of 396. So that I mean, it's a different game, right? Luis Arraez is batting in the leadoff spot. That's why he has more at bats. And it's also just a different game, man. Back in the day, there wasn't you really weren't seeing people do this. That's why it's so crazy that Ted Williams was able to hit for 400 on the entire season. I really hope he does it. I was out the other night in Tennessee watching a couple games, and on SportsCenter they have like chasing 400, and man, that must be a lot of pressure for the kid, having to see that if he even turns on the TV, which some players say that they don't watch TV, but I mean, or the media and stuff like that, it's kind of tough to block that out because with how everything is now, social media and everything like that, it's tough, man. And it's probably brought an extreme amount of pressure. He probably feels it, for sure. But I think he can do it. He's a stud. He's got a great swing. He doesn't try to do too much. He's just out there getting singles, letting the ball get deep, letting the ball travel, and just shooting it the other way. And when he does display some power, it goes a long way. But that's all we got for you today. We're gonna wrap it up. I want you guys to make sure that you are subscribed to Refuse to Lose on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure you guys give us a follow, subscribe. We are a YouTube partner now, so you can also become a member. Just click the link below, and that will direct you to wherever you want to go. And membership-wise, and man, I know this is the baseball show, but football season's coming up. I'm excited. Pats, they have a what is it? Spring training, or not spring training, but training camp. Sorry. They have training camp coming up on July 26th. I will be there. So I'm ready for that. And just want to give a shout out to the Yankees. I know this is tough. I know it's tough, man, but continue to put your head down and just grind. We get Carlos Rodon back in 2 days. Judge has been playing catch, swinging off the tee. So, I mean, we're going in the right direction. Just keep piecing together some wins so that when we do get them back, we're not so far behind, and then they come back like tight and stressing about their performance. Kind of give them a little room to breathe and a little room to fail, because this game is a game of failure. You're a Hall of Famer if you get a hit 3 out of 10 times. So just keep it up, Yankees. Much love, everybody. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.